Oh, hi Capricorn. Welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading, 18th to the 24th of March 2019. I hope you all had a really good weekend. We're already in the weekend when I upload this. I hope you all had a really good sort of previous week. Your month ahead for April is sitting right next door to this reading, so if you fancy checking that out, you can. And that reading, just to let you know, it's in two parts. So you get a general reading and a love reading. And the love reading is secondary to the general, and it's timestamp. So you just want to see love reading, just click on that. Just click on the timestamp, okay? If you want to see both, watch them both together. If you just want to watch the general, just watch the general, okay? This is your week ahead reading. And what we're using for the reading, Capricorn, is... we're using my beautiful, I love these cards now so much. I didn't at first, but really like them now. We're using the Christie C. Road Next World Tarot. Stunning deck of cards, really like them now. At first I was like, oh god, but now I actually think they're really good. And we only use from this deck, Capricorn, one card, and that is really just to focus on what the general energies are for the week that you need to be focusing on. Okay, so just one card from there. Then to flesh out the situation, past, present, future energies, we've got the Druid card, Druid Craft Tarot deck by Philip and Stephanie Cargam. Fast becoming definitely one of my most favourite decks to use. Just an absolutely stunning deck of cards. And we use but we're using the Rider-Waite original deck, and we just get 5 cards out of here to see what else the universe wants you to know for the week. And finally, we're using the Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn. 3 cards from there just to kind of, cap off, finish off any further advice for the week. Okay, love using these cards. Okay, so let's have a quick look and see what the energies are. What is the energy you need to be focusing on this week, Capricorn? Universe, Spirit, in one card, what is the energy that Capricorn needs to be focusing on between the 18th and the 24th of March 2019? What is the energy that Capricorn needs to be focusing on between the 18th and the 24th of March? Show me in one card. Okay, so let's have a look. What is it that you guys need to focus on? Ugh. Ah, the Magician. Wow. Nice energy. Okay. You really need to be focusing on, using what's in your arsenal, because that's what the Magician does. The Magician is a totally kind of personal card. He really is. He or she, sorry, really is. The Magician is all about using everything you've got. It doesn't matter what you've got. If you want to start a YouTube channel this week, Capricorn, what have you got? What can you use to start one? Do you have an old camera, for example, that you can use to start one? If you want to start up a hair and makeup, beauty business this week, for example, what have you got? Do you have money in the bank that you can start one with? If you don't have money in the bank, you've only got a bit of money, well, what can you use what you have for? The Magician, when I look at this card, and when I think about what the true meanings of this card, it's just about using what you have. Because that's what the Magician uses. On the Magicians, it doesn't so much look like with this depiction of the card, but if you look at her, she's got some bags, she's got a cup, she's got her books. This is the card of, she's got an iPad, she's thinking, she's, kind of creating, she's kind of thinking about lots of ideas. So this is a week for kind of getting creative for you guys this week, And usually when we're getting creative as the Magician, it usually means for me that we're not in a place that says to us that we really want to be here, or we really want to stick with something. As the Magician, what we're saying to ourselves is, I'm at this place in my life right now, but I think I could be more, or I think I could get more. And what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try and get more. But I need to think about a way of how I'm going to create that. And for me, the Magician, he's number one within the major arcana. So this person is at the start of the very journey, okay, that the Fool goes through. The Fool is 0, so the Fool knows nothing. The Fool is the blank canvas, and the Magician starts to paint the canvas, okay? The Magician, if you like, is whereby you buy the tools, you buy the paints, you buy the this, you buy the that, and then you go through to the High Priestess, who starts putting everything in order and says, right, okay, so I've got this, let me just account. I've got this, I've got 10 of the red paints, 5 of the greens, 4 of the blues, I've got this brush, that brush, and then she passes it over to the Empress, who starts to paint. And then the Empress starts to construct everything together. And it's kind of like a journey, and it's a progressive journey that one goes on. And that's what happens with the Magician. The Magician is all about attracting things into our life, but you know, you got to think it, you got to feel it, and then you'll see it. That's what the Magician does. So the Magician is all about believing is seeing, because with the Magician, it's all about having that vision. So you need to focus on your dreams. As cliched as that sounds, Capricorn, this is a week for focusing on your dreams. And once you've focused on those dreams, it's a week for focusing on, well, how am I going to create them? And then when you say, okay, this is the dream that I have, how am I going to create it? And you thought, all right, this is how I'm going to create it. Do you have the tools? Do you have the skills? Do you have the ability? Do you have the balls? Do you have the front? Do you have the confidence to do all of this stuff? Because the Magician is all about having that confidence, okay? Some of you guys, the Magician is ruled by Mercury, the planet of fragile thinking. So this card is all about quick text messages, you know, quick communication. Some of you guys need to probably focus on this week, not just about creating, using the tools and resources and skills and abilities and your talents and all of that good stuff. I think if you need to speak to people, if you need to contact anyone, it might be wise focusing on sending quick sound bites to people about maybe what you're working on, for example. You know, maybe quick messages through Instagram or quick messages through Facebook, drumming up some interest through the Magician energy. Because what you're wanting to do is attracting those energies, you know, attracting the interest. And the only way that you're going to do that, Capricorn, is by actually getting out there. This is a card about showing. Remember, the Magician is also a presenter as well within the tarot. So he's not only creating stuff, he's presenting it to others as well. So you need to focus on you presenting what you have to others. Okay, if you're focusing this week about creating something, maybe this is a week for thinking about how you're going to present it to others. Remember, the Magician is a showman as well. Showman, showwoman. So he is a natural show-off, and he likes to kind of show people what he can do. So this is a week for focusing on how you're going to present your skills, how you're going to present your product, how you're going to present your, you know, your abilities and your ideas to other people as well with that Magician energy, all right? You need to be focusing on that vision and how you're making things happen. Let's have a look at the past of this situation then for you, Capricorn. So, you know, this is a week, as we've mentioned, about creating, focusing on the dream, on the vision. How are you going to make things happen? What resources do you have? What tools do you have in your arsenal? How you're going to present it to others, sending those quick sound bites, sending those quick, you know, those quick little bits of kind of taster things concerning the product to others, so you kind of get those, you know, those interesting juices flowing from your audience, that type of thing this week for some of you Capricorns. You know, in the past of this situation, Capricorn, what we have, guys, is the Five of Wands. Okay, is that... Okay, I've got those cards the wrong way up. So, Five of Wands is in the upright. I feel that there's either been some competitive energy that you've been dealing with the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be competitors, or the Five of Wands can easily be worry, anxiety, and confusion. So either one, you've been either dealing with competitiveness or competitors, or you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety and worry and confusion, especially in terms of, because Wands deal with you with your spirit. Five of Wands can be that your spirit is blocked. Okay, so some of you guys, it's literally, I've got an idea, but the spirit is blocked. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to move this along, okay, with that Five of Wands energy. And for some of you guys, Capricorn, this has been, well, you've got the Nine of Cups, which is a funny combination. I think that you've been putting a brave face on things with that Nine of Cups energy. Because I do feel for some of you guys, your spirit has been blocked concerning the Magician energy showing here. So in terms of your visions, in terms of your dreams, in terms of focusing on creating this new reality for some of you guys, being that Magician, being in charge of your own destiny, some of you guys, your spirit has been blocked, and you've just been with the Nine of Cups, having to put on the brave face, but also the Nine of Cups is all about contentment and fulfillment. So though your spirit and your will has been blocked with the Five of Wands, you've been happy just to go with the flow of life with the Nine of Cups energy. It's almost like you've got yourself into a comfort zone. All right, you're just happy to kind of just drink, eat, be merry. But, you know, when it comes to creating whatever this thing is for some of you Capricorns, it's kind of like, well, I don't really know how to do it. So whatever, you know. And you've got some of you guys have just been satisfied with the work that you're doing. All right. But I feel that this is a very mundane, because the Eight of Coins can mean mundanity. And the Nine of Cups can mean that you're just getting too comfortable. So I feel that some of you guys, because your spirit with the Five of Wands energy has been blocked. I mean, I suppose you could look at the Five of Wands as being a very spirited card as well. But yeah, this is about fighting, is the Five of Wands. So I feel that often when I read the Five of Wands, it's about worries, anxieties, It's about the spirit being blocked. And I think for some of you Capricorns in the past, your spirit has been blocked with the Five of Wands energy. And you've just been contented to carry on. For some of you guys doing, some very tedious and probably some very mundane work. Because Eight of Coins can be where you're doing a job and it's like repetitive work, it's boring work, it's factory work, or it doesn't have to be factory work, it's usually manual work sometimes, the Eight of Coins is. It doesn't have to be, but it's mundane, because if you look at what he's doing, he's making the same old pentacle over and over again, so the work is mundane. But sometimes because our spirit is blocked and we don't know how to get out of a certain jive, what we tend to do is we tend to say settle, because the Nine of Cups is settling for, because he's like this, but he's settling for the mundanity. So some of you guys, because your spirit's blocked, because your vision as well, one's deal with vision, while this is blocked vision, because your vision is blocked. Some of you guys have been satisfied just to kind of deal with mundane work, yeah? But right now, Capricorn, where is your thinking right now? Where is Capricorn's thinking right now concerning this? Well, whoopsie-daisy, got cards dropping all over the place. So you got a King of Wands showing up here and the Five of Cups. I feel with the Five of Cups energy that you're accepting that you need to look at the greater picture, because the King of Wands is all about that vision and looking outside of the box. Remember, he's the most experimental of all the kings, because he's extraordinarily creative. He's got a massive vision. He's not like the King of Coins, satisfied just to be making money. And probably, coin people aren't creative people and they've got no vision. The cup people have vision, yes, they do, but not as great as this, because this is fire energy. This is kind of energy that is very expansive. The cup energy for me tends to kind of ripple and roll in all sorts of ways. For me, the cup energy is almost very adaptable, because it tends to be able to kind of, creep round corners and that type of thing. But I feel with the wand energy, this is far more expansive, and it rages a lot more than water, obviously, because it's fire. So for some of you guys, I feel that you've accepted with this Five of Cups. And as hard as it's been with the Five of Cups, I do feel that there has been a level of acceptance where you've said, you know what? I have to be looking at the greater picture here. I've got to have a greater vision with this King of Wands energy in what I'm doing. And I feel that, it's time. Some of you guys recognise, I think, with that combination, that it is time to kind of accept and to look at the greater picture with that King of Wands energy showing there. All right. Seven of Coins. So all of this hard work that you do with the Seven of Coins, you reap the rewards and benefits. So you need to look at a greater vision, that if you work hard, you will reap rewards from the work, from the hard work that you do. Can you see that? There's nothing more than the King of Coins, than the King of Wands likes, than to see hard work that is rewarded. Because the King of Wands is all about the work. He's all about the hard work. He loves it. He loves it when he buys a business and it brings in shitloads of cash. He loves it when he gets an award. He loves it when people are patting him on the back and saying, boy, ain't you bloody clever, Mr. King of Wands. Aren't you amazing? Aren't you? Because he's entrepreneurial. This person's a natural entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs always see outside of the box, no matter what's happening. An entrepreneur will set up one business, but then they'll think, okay, that one's working now. I want to set up my next one. So this is entrepreneurial spirit. And in order to be an entrepreneur, you've got to have a greater vision. You don't want to stay stuck in one thing. You want to be able to roll it out. And the fire energy is all about rolling things out. You know how fire spreads. Well, that's the King of Wands. He wants to be all over this shit. So some of you guys are accepting. And it's been a hard thing. It's been a hard lesson in a way with that Five of Cups. But you guys are accepting, I think, right now, that you have to look at the greater picture. Because I feel with this greater picture, this greater vision, you guys know that, this is going to bring rewards. It's going to bring, if you put the hard work in, as the King of Wands will always do, you're going to reap the benefits with the Seven of Coins. You're going to reap the money. You're going to reap the rewards. And that's what you want, because some of you guys aren't reaping the rewards, Capricorn. What you're doing is, for some of you guys, your vision is blocked. It's blocked by, it's scrambled. The Five of Wands is like scrambled vision. So your vision is blocked and it's scrambled, Capricorn. And therefore, because of that, it's kind of like, okay now. So my vision is blocked. I don't quite know how to get out of this. I know that I need to focus on creating a new reality for myself this week with the Magician. I need to focus on my dreams, my visions, my imaginings with the Magician energy. But I need to focus on bringing, because remember, the Magician is bringing things to life. Yeah, with the Magician. It's just like taking a rabbit out of a hat. Rabbits don't come out of hats. So this card is also about kind of, fake it until you make it, is the Magician as well. So some of you guys need to literally act like you've already achieved something here. So this is all about being confident as well. This week you really need to focus on your confidence. And you need to focus on kind of presenting that. But who are you presenting it to? Are you presenting it to the universe in a way? Because when you present confidence to the universe, if you have a dream and you've not achieved it just yet, well, you can't keep saying, well, I've got this dream, but I haven't achieved it. The universe is kind of screaming out to you, Capricorn, and saying, don't tell me you haven't achieved it, because you haven't achieved it. You'll never achieve it. Keep saying, I've got a dream and I'm on my way to achieving it. Isn't this amazing? The more that you kind of raise your vibration with the magician energy through vision, that's how it comes with the magician. It's through the vision. It's through the idea that you raise your vibration. The more that you'll start to create that air of vibration that allows you to create the reality, to start creating matter, for example. If you get the magician and an ace of coins, this is all about somebody who's creating matter. So they're bringing something from nothing, because that's what magicians do. They create something out of nothing. So your focus for this week, if we really want to get into this card, is all about just simply focusing on creating something out of nothing. Even if you don't know where you're going, Capricorn, it's all about that. Because as we said in the past, confused energy with this Five of Wands, confused spirit, blocked vision. Therefore, some of you guys say, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to be contented doing the main mundane work that I have been doing for so long. But right now, I think, Capricorn, you guys are in a phase where you're saying, you know what, I'm accepting now. I've got to kind of just lay that bullshit. And you can see the Five of Cups where it's facing. Behind the Five of Cups, can you see that? It's facing all these cards that are behind you in the past. You're saying, I've got to accept the ending of this. This has got to go. It's saying this energy here in my past has got to go. Where because I had this blocked vision, I accepted that all I was good for was mundane work and work that wasn't going to help me to grow and help me to advance. And you're looking ahead and you're saying, actually, I've got to accept that that's got to go, because if I really think about the greater picture as the King of Wands does, you know, if I work hard, I will achieve the rewards, you know. So I need to kind of think about, well, what's my vision? What do I want to do? Because the focus for the week, Capricorn, is creating something from nothing, all right? Just doing something, This week has to be a week where I think if you've got blocked vision with the Five of Wands, you can't just jump to doing something because you don't know quite what it is that you're doing. So what you're doing with the magician is, you can see she's got everything around her. What has she got? She's got a book. She's got some bags. She's got a flask. She's got an iPad. I think she's got a lamp. Has she got a lamp? No, I don't think she's got a lamp. She's got books. She's got bags. She's got coffee. She's got... You know, she's got the bare essentials. So basically, this is just creating something from the bare essentials. The universe is saying to you, you don't need to have a whole heap of money to create something. So if your vision is blocked because you're thinking, shit, I don't have the money to set up my CEO company, the universe just says, well, just take what you've got to create something. Just work with what you've got. Because she doesn't have much. But because she's showing us the magician, she's thinking, well, how am I going to create something from nothing, from what I've got? Nothing. So this week, just take what you have. Even if your vision is blocked in terms of where you're going. Even if your vision is blocked in terms of kind of, you know, I have a vision for something, but I don't know how I'm going to make it work. So therefore, I'm just going to be satisfied doing the mundane work. Because I don't really know where I'm going with what I want to do, because I don't have the money. The universe just says, well, just create something fucking from nothing. Just do it. Like years ago when I used to live in a bedsit, I've always been that type of a person. I had no money at all. Nothing. Nothing. This was years ago. All I had was a few Ben Nye powders. Now, if you look at this channel and you look at the very first videos, and they're still on the channel that I did on this, before this became a tarot channel, it was a makeup channel. Yeah, and there are still videos of me doing makeup on this channel. So if you go way back on this channel to the very first videos I did, you'll see that it was a channel where I was doing my makeup. And the videos are still there on YouTube on this channel. But I had no money, and I found in a box one day about 10 Ben Nye powders. Ben Nye powder is a powder that you use to set your makeup, like your under eyes and your makeup, and it's what the Kardashians were using, and I bought a load of them. Forgot that I had them, and I had no money at all. I was working for a company from home. I could hardly afford to pay my rent, nothing. And it was funny because one day I'm sitting there thinking, I'm going to make some money. And then I looked in there and I thought, shit, there's about 10 powders. And then I went online and I looked on eBay and I thought, I wonder if you can sell these in samples. I remember thinking that. And then I noticed people were selling samples of Ben Nye powder, because back in the day, they were really hard to come by and really expensive. They've actually gone up in price now. And I noticed that people were selling these Ben Nye powders for £2.50 per sachet. So I remember I had something like £10 in my bank account. I took the £10 out and I went to the market and I got a pack of scales. Some scales for about £1.50. I bought some little bags, little sachet bags for £1. I bought some envelopes for £1, and I bought some stamps for about £2.50. And I got rolling. You know, I had some a camera at my house. I took some pictures. I put the makeup on. I took pictures of myself, and I started selling on eBay. And within, it must have been 3 months, I'd made over £3,000 on that business. Do you see what I mean? So you don't have to have loads to get something started. You've just got to have the desire to do it. And this lady has the desires because she's thinking about how she's going to make a success of her life. You can see she hardly has anything. So really the ethos of this is she's got the iPad. Maybe she could record on that. Maybe she could record something about travelling because she's got travel bags. You know, travelling light, for example. You know, this is all about, it's a week about making something from nothing. Just using the resources that you have. It doesn't matter if you're not rich. It doesn't matter if you've only got a few little things that you can kind of use. Just create something from nothing. You know, it's a week for doing that. Nobody ever said that life was going to be easy, you know. Nobody ever said that things were going to be easy. Sometimes it's just a case of just using what you've got to create what you can, you know, and it will work most of the time. What is the advice that you have for Capricorn going forward? Devil in the reverse. Let go of those chains. Let go of those fears. Let go of the fear of failure, because some of you guys are literally worried that you're going to fail. Okay, showing up here. One just came off the top here. There's a Two of Cups energy showing here. Okay. Let go of your fears. Two of Cups energy is all about balance. Agreement with the Two of Cups energy here. The Death. Agree that it is time for a transformation. The Two of Cups isn't about you and somebody else. It's about yourself. It's about you getting in balance with the self. So you need to agree that it's time for change with the Death card. You know that it's time for change. Okay? You need to agree that it's time for change. You need to let go of these chains that you have kind of got on your wrists, Capricorn. And that's you, actually, the Devil. That's your card. Okay? You are the Devil on here. You're holding yourself back. Because you're the Devil. Usually you would be holding these two people. Really, I often see the two people on the card as being the metaphors for the human condition. You know, and how we need to control everything about the human condition or about ourselves. Well, you need to let go of the control. You feel that you need to control everything in this situation because you're afraid of fear of failure for some of you Capricorn people, but you really need to kind of agree. Okay? You need to agree with the Two of Cups energy, just that, you know, it's time for transformation, it's time for a change. Okay? Because you're not going to get anywhere if you don't do it. You know? You're not going to get anywhere if you don't do it. Two of Cups doesn't have to be an agreement between you and someone else. It can be an agreement within the self too. It can be about balanced emotions. Okay? You need to agree to balance your emotions here. Okay? And embrace change. Because remember, the Two of Cups is an embrace. Remember, they're embracing. Okay? So you need to let go of the chains that you have put on your own wrists as the Devil, Capricorn. And embrace with the Two of Cups. It's an embrace card. Embrace change with the Death. Okay? Simple as that. It is a week for creating things from nothing. It doesn't matter what you've got, what you haven't got, just do something. Because when the universe sees that you're just doing something, the universe is going to help you to create something. And it's going to help you to carry on building and moving that thing along. But if you sit back and say, shit, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm thinking. You know, all of that stuff because I don't have this and I don't have that. You can remain happy in terms of doing something that is mundane and run-of-the-mill and that is repetitive. But it is time to accept that this thing here, it is time to accept that remaining contented in doing what is mundane with the Eight of Coins will only leave you guys confused and worried. So why not focus on the King of Wands energy showing here, okay? Putting some hard work in, because you'll see the results of it sooner or later. But in order to do that, the universe is saying for the week, Capricorn, you need to take the chains off yourself. Release yourself from fear. The devil is just as much scared as the humans are. You are the devil on this card. Okay, you need to start embracing with the Two of Cups energy, change with the Death card. Okay, let's have a look at what other energies are coming in for the week. Universe, Spirit, what other energies in 5 cards? Can you tell us anything else that's coming in the week for Capricorn? What else can you see coming into the week for Capricorn in 5 cards? Right, Page of Coins. Okay, so Page of Coins can be the start of a business. So for some of you guys, it is literally, as we've seen in this reading, the start of a business venture. Some of you guys, this is all about starting a new course, something to do with education, possibly something in finance or property matters. Some of you guys, it's all about being responsible. You're going to need to be responsible with your money as well. This can be Capricorn energy as well. So there is a need this week probably to be responsible with money with the Page of Coins energy. 10 of Swords, some of you guys are feeling a little bit burdened by money issues. Page of Coins often shows up when there's only a small amount of money, and some of you guys might be feeling a little bit burdened. 10 of Swords, a little bit kind of over... see, 10 of Swords is overkill, okay? And the Page of Coins energy, all right? It depends on what the overkill is. Some of you guys are seeing the value, because Page of Coins sees the value in doing things over and over again, or with the overkill of the 10 of Swords, because 10 of Swords is it's like overkill. It's like you only need one sword to kill someone, so somebody's overdoing something, overthinking. So some of you guys might this week see the value in overthinking or doing lots of thinking about maybe a new business venture here. Okay, so this is literally focusing 10 to the dozen on a particular business venture. Some of you guys, it might be that money is in small supply this week with the 10 of with the Page of Coins energy, and some of you guys might be feeling a little bit of the pinch with that 10 of Swords showing here. Okay, however, things will get better because you've got that star after the 10 of Swords energy. So even if with the 10 of Swords energy, there is, especially when it comes to a small amount of money with the Page of Coins energy, some of you guys might feel shit, money's in short supply, and I'm feeling really pressured about that, but don't worry about it because God's coming through for you. There's going to be healing in this situation. So if you've been experiencing financial problems, for some of you Capricorns, it should be healed for some of you this week. Not all of you, it is a general reading, all right? You've got the Hierophant showing up here, Capricorn, so this might be some positive advice with that star energy showing there. So you might be receiving some positive advice, especially if you are under the cosh with the 10 of Swords concerning money. And that's money in short supply is the Page of Coins. Little, pages are little, and that's money, so it's a little bit of money. You might, with the 10 of Swords, some of you guys, because you're experiencing money, financial problems, potentially with those cards, it could be that you'll receive some positive counsel or positive advice concerning this as well, with the Hierophant energy showing there. Possibly with the 7 of Coins energy about how you can save your money or how you can make more money, because the 7 of Coins is all about making money or saving money. All right, so some of you guys, I feel that this is a week, potentially, there could be some money matters that you need to deal with, and it might be a bit difficult because money might be in short supply for some of you Capricorns, but I do feel that this will be healed with the star energy. I feel some of you guys may get some very positive advice through the Hierophant and the star energy showing here on how you can make money or how you can save money. Some of you guys, if you're out of a job, this might be a good week for getting a job, for example. Getting advice on how you can get a job or how you can get some work in as well. Let's have a quick look at also for some of you guys, if you've been experiencing a problem with money as well, this will be healed. It could be for some of you guys, you've got some form of an investment coming back. You've invested in something and you might start seeing the rewards of that investment, especially if you've been doing it through an investment, you know, through a bank or through a corporation or something. You might get some news, for example, that that you've come into some money or that investment has now matured and you can take it out. Let's have a look at through the tea leaf cards, the advice. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice in final bits of advice for Capricorn for the week commencing 18th and 24th of March in 3 cards? Quill, get back to basics. Especially with that Magician energy showing there, where you need to start creating something from nothing. Start writing down your intentions with the quill. Use the pen. All right, use the pen. Start writing things down in the old-fashioned way. It makes more sense when you can see it written down on a piece of paper. What's the other bits of advice that we've got here for you guys? Dragon, beware of self-delusion though. So be honest with yourself. This is the thing with the magician. You know, I'm all for doing things and saying to people you can be whatever you want to be. But I know that I'm not going to be a surgeon. Right? I'm a tarot reader. I know what my boundaries are. And that's the thing. The dragon is telling you to beware of self-delusion, okay? So get back to basics. Write down your intentions. But don't put down an intention is, my intention is to win $25 million on the lottery. My intention is to win £150 million on the lottery. That's bullshit. That's self-delusion, yeah? Write down your intentions, but write down what you know you can have and what you know and what you... It's not what you know you can have, it's what you believe that you can have, all right? And I don't mean that in a negative way, okay? Lots of people want to write down things about winning the lottery, all right? And sometimes it just doesn't happen. Well, most of the time it probably just doesn't happen. Write down what you feel most comfortable with and what you've envisioned and what you know you're going to have. It's as simple as that. Not what you wish you could have, what you know that you're going to have. It's going to manifest a lot quicker. The final card shows us, so look, an older woman, dealings with or a relationship with an older woman. So there might be for some of you guys dealings this week or a relationship with an older woman, okay? That is your reading, Capricorn, week commencing 18th to the 24th of March 2019. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great week, and you can check out your month ahead sitting next door. If you'd like to order a private reading with me, just click on the eye icon above and you go straight through to my website. Take care. Bye-bye.